well, if you're going to laugh, maybe this isn't the forum for me.
That's my theme music.
This is your theme music.
Well, it's the theme music for Howie Mandel Does Stuff. I'm Howie Mandel.
I'm Jacqueline Schultz, his daughter.
And the theme music was done by her husband, Alex Schultz. And our special guest today is comedian, actor, writer, artist, animator.
Keep going.
You do a lot other things too. I don't know what illustrator,
clog dancing is one of my big things.
Well, that's why you're here today.
Okay.
Harland Williams.
Can I give myself a standing O?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Go right ahead.
I like to do a long one though.
Okay, go ahead. Just keep doing it.
Woo! More! Ow, I think I just threw my ass out.
You threw your ass out? I would imagine. Have you ever thrown your ass out?
Well, I just did. Are you not listening?
I did.
Is that the same thing as a prolapse?
Throwing the ass out, is that a prolapse?
No, that's if you got to be an athlete to do a prolapse. You got to be in the pros.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't realize there's an amateur lapse and there's a prolapse.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of the funniest guys on the planet who comes from, within 5 miles of where I come from.
Canada?
When you're going in a 5...
Toronto? Wait, what do you mean?
Where do I come from?
Like in LA? Like now? Or like
Not where I come from this morning.
That's what I didn't know.
From Toronto.
Yeah.
From the same borough.
Mm.
Yeah.
From within 5 miles. Not only did we start in the same club as far as comedy clubs.
Oh, so you guys have known each other for a long time?
Yes.
Well, the only thing is...
says no.
Well, not because stand-up-wise, Howie... You'd left before I even started.
When I started comedy in Toronto, Harland was Harland's drinking. Do you always make that sound when you?
I like to slurp it.
Why?
If you suck it like right over the rim of the can, it foams up in your mouth. So instead of having a flat drink, you have a foam drink. So just like...
So instead of buying carbonated drinks, you will draw...
No, it is carbonated.
But you want it foamy.
So you know when you shake a Coke?
Yeah.
It foams up.
Right.
But if you don't shake it, it doesn't foam up. So when you do the power suck, I call it, well, if you're going to laugh, maybe this isn't the forum for me.
So you're power sucking?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You ever done it?
I know where this is going.
You know where this is going. We're recording this in Van Nuys, so this is the right place to be talking about the power suck.
Yeah.
You realize I'm sitting with my daughter, and you're talking about the power suck.
Well, your daughter looks like she's probably power sucked.
Oh, my God.
Well, you get her a can. Let's watch her go to... Have you ever power sucked?
He's talking to you. He's talking to you.
Can we get her a can and let her have a good... P.S.
I was going to say I have 2 kids, but it didn't come from power sucking.
Well, that comes from power pounding. We've all done that.
All of us.
Even people watching have probably done it.
Has everyone in the back done it?
Yeah. That guy, there's one guy through the window. He looks like he's power pounded, bent over an S-Spawn inkjet printer, that guy.
Which one?
Which one?
Probably your son. Has he got inkjet stains on his underpants?
He's talking to you, Alex.
Spot on.
Yeah, spot all over, more like it.
Wow, this took a turn. It didn't
Within
even
like
start.
5 minutes.
We haven't started.
Yeah.
Started with a power suck. Now he's got my my son fucking office equipment.
No, it started with a standing O, and then someone threw their ass out, and then a power suck, and then a power slam over a S-Spawn 562 color inkjet printer.
What's an S-Spawn?
That's a brand.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Ask your brother. Apparently,
Yeah.
Harlan was able to just eye him through the window and know that he's
I only know
Oh,
HP. I don't know S-Bahn.
HP.
Hewlett Packard.
Yeah.
Oh, I know VD.
Oh, yeah?
Who's that?
Well, that's
What company is that?
That's your little friend if you don't wash. If you don't.
No, but
A
can you get
venereal disease.
Can you get HPs from the S-Spawn?
Yeah.
You can end up with an HP.
Yeah.
I hope you're wearing protection.
Yeah.
Do you wear a cartridge cover?
Talking to you, Alex.
Are you not watching this?
I'm watching me. Yeah, I do.
You wear a cartridge
You know, he
cover?
is single like you.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You said that as if I wanted to go out with him, but I like girls.
So does he.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean you guys can't
Oh,
go
we
out and look
should-
for girls together.
Or maybe we could go out and consult and talk.
When you meet a girl and you take a girl home and you have printer ink stains on your underpants,
Yeah.
what do you say to her? It's not what you think. It's just from the S-Spawn.
I would imagine no girl asks about the printer ink stains.
Okay. I was trying to tell you that when I started out in comedy,
Yeah.
Harlan was a forest ranger.
A forest ranger?
Way back, man. Yeah, I was just getting.
Well, I started out in 77. I was on stage. In 77, were
Yeah.
you not a forest ranger?
I was. Yes, I was.
Like your ex. He did what your ex did.
Yeah.
What is that? What did your ex do? What was he called?
I don't know, but he went to college for it.
So did he?
Yeah.
No, I didn't go for college. Me not go to college.
How can you go be a forest ranger without you not go college?
Something with forestry.
What
I
else?
don't
Do you
know.
want to say something?
No.
You moved the mic. I was just, as you were talking, I saw my son move the mic closer to him
God.
to say
I'm
nothing.
fidgeting.
What?
He's
I'm
fidgeting.
fidgeting.
He's uncomfortable.
Is this not? Is this not engrossing so far?
I fidget while I listen.
Okay. Anyway, you were what were you? A forest ranger?
What does a
is-
forest ranger do?
So the thing I did, there was a thing in Ontario. I'm surprised you didn't do this, Wild Fingers, because it was for everybody. It was a thing called the Junior Forest Ranger Program in Ontario. And when you're 17, for the summer, you got sent to Northern Ontario, like out in the middle of nowhere.
I went there.
And they had a full summer thing where you worked as a forest ranger.
in Algonquin Park?
The first year I did it was in Algonquin. But then if you're good at it, you go back and you become a foreman. So I got to the point where I did it 5 years in a row, and I became like to the point where I was running these forest ranger camps. And so we did.
Sounds horrible.
No, it was amazing.
Really?
So we
You
did.
ran a forest ranger camp.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm Jewish.
Me too.
No, you're not.
I am too.
No, you're not.
I am yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Well, I say I am, guy.
I don't think you're a Jew.
Well, I don't think you are.
No, I'm Jewish.
I can throw. If you're going to throw, I'm going to throw.
No, I'm a Jew. You were a forest ranger.
I'm
there
a
are
Jewish
no
forest ranger.
My ex was a forest ranger, and he's Jewish.
a Jewish forest ranger, see?
I didn't know there were Jewish
Yeah.
forest rangers.
I'm a Catholic Jew.
As a forest ranger, what
So
is
is
your
my husband.
So is her husband.
Yeah, he's not Jewish.
He's Catholic.
He's
Jew-
Catholic.
He is.
He's
His
Catholic.
dad is Jewish, and his mom is
Mom's
Catholic.
I'm Hindu, Jewish, and Catholic.
Really?
No, I don't know anyone like with
Yeah.
that.
So as a forest ranger, did you have any run-ins like with squirrels and shit like that?
Squirrel. Forget about squirrels. I had run-ins with moose. I got charged by a moose.
How much does a moose charge?
They're about, depends what currency. If it's Deutschmark, if it's a German moose, it's a little higher. If it's a Canadian moose, you lose a few bucks on the exchange. How
You were
dare
actually, were you in danger? Did you actually get hurt out in the woods from wild animals?
I never got hurt, but I got close to getting hurt. I had a moose charge me and stop about at the edge of this table right here.
What do you, what is the rule? We always hear about bears, like if it's a brown bear, you stand still. If it's a grizzly, then you're supposed to run or make a bigger, you're
Yeah.
supposed to make a bigger noise.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do with a moose? Like, how did you get a moose to stop a foot from your face?
So, as fate would have it, there was a dead tree that had fallen right between me and the moose, and it was sort of on an angle. It hadn't hit the ground yet because it wasn't frozen in space. It was on a little berm, right?
On a berm.
It's on a grassy knoll almost. This moose attack was
In Dallas, apparently. In the early 60s.
So what
That's the
happened is,
grassy knoll reference.
Okay.
by the way, that's coming back.
What?
The grassy knoll. The Brazilian's gone, and now the grassy knoll is all the rage with the girls.
You're dating.
Well,
So the grassy knoll, it's the 70s are coming back.
it's the new thing. Brazilian's gone.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
I'm not. I just don't know where to look. I don't know. I'm sorry. It started off uncomfortable, and it's getting even more uncomfortable.
Do you know
Power
that
sucking.
there was a waxing thing named after my dad? Like
Are
a
you
waxing
serial?
Yeah.
The Howie Mandel, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? So your name is a vaginal cut?
Yeah.
Ask my son.
Yeah. Did you ever date someone with a Howie Mandel?
It was like when
As long
Deal.
as I didn't know what it was.
What?
As long as I didn't know they specifically asked for that.
Right, but there were times where you lowered the
Curtains?
you went out with a woman that was wearing curtains. But during Deal or No Deal, when
Yeah.
I had like that. Oh, there!
God.
Look at this.
Oh, there.
What's this?
Oh, the from the waxing goddess.
So this is when I was doing Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
I had the what is a soul patch. I had a
Yeah.
soul patch and I had earrings, and the show blew up, and it became so big that this is just one of many. The waxing goddess is a
Waxing place.
waxing place, and it says a truly unique experience featuring the finest French waxes. And there's anyway, I don't know. She was local, and you could get the goddess menu gave you the eyebrows, lip, chin, face. Look at this, a half arm. Why would you?
Just here.
Underarms, bikini, Brazilian. You can get the Brazilian, as you said.
Can
and
you
then-
show the front of that menu to the camera? Because that looks like
And the
an
Howie
Indian
Mandel.
restaurant.
just a little triangle left? It was the Howie Mandel and the Playboy. We want to see the front?
Well, it looks like an Indian
cover the-
restaurant menu. So I'm wondering if these cuts come with a curry scent. Does the Howie Mandel smell like curry or anything? Or
Depends what she had for lunch.
depends.
There you go. Oh, you want to hear a Depends story?
Yes, please. I was
The wor-
hoping.
I have the worst Depends story.
Yeah. Adult diaper, right?
Would you wear that? Would you wear a diaper?
Who says I'm not right now, guy?
I'm asking.
I am.
Are you really?
Yeah. Remember when I threw my ass out earlier?
Yeah.
If I wasn't wearing, this place would probably look like the inside of Jackson Pollock's art studio. Well, if you're going to laugh, maybe this isn't the
Right,
forum for me.
This is one of the funny. Would you wear a diaper, honestly? Like if you went to, I thought that there are people that don't have bladder issues that would wear a diaper, like to Coachella.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go and sit in a
Richard Christie does that.
Who?
Richard Christie from the Howard Stern Show.
Does he?
Yeah.
I'd wear a diaper.
On a long flight?
It depends what kind, though. Like, I couldn't wear cloth because
Cloth.
there's cloth diapers
Why could you not wear cloth?
because I have very sensitive skin.
Wouldn't that be the one, as a sensitive person, shouldn't you be wearing cloth?
No, because it chafes.
How do you know?
Well, I tried it.
When you wear a cloth diaper, do you have the ability to diaper yourself? Because that's not just like a pull-up. That's like, how do you diaper yourself? Or do you have a close friend?
Do you know how to tie a tie?
Yes, I do.
So putting on a cloth diaper, it's a whole thing. You got to have the pins, you got to flap, it's a whole process, like putting on a tie.
Really? So
Yeah.
on each hip you have a Windsor knot?
You do a Windsor knot, and then you have a coral reef on the back. It's a sailor's knot. And then you have the two pins, the baby Hueys, you know that.
Safety pins.
Safety pins, but the big diaper ones.
Right.
And they're annoying because when you go through
Customs.
at security
Yeah.
at the airport, you got to take them out, And if you've done a farmer's double Dutch and you're going through the security, gravity tells you what? That diaper's going to drop like a couple of bricks at Frank Vitier's Pizza on a cold Thursday night, guy. Well, if someone's going to laugh, maybe this isn't the forum for me. I mean, what the name of Meryl Streep's bunt cake?
What are you laughing at? You should make
I'll stop.
You're making the guest feel uncomfortable.
I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, but the other ones, the modern diapers, they just stick. They got like a plastic.
Like depends.
Well, if I could finish the noises. You got my drift there, corn on the cob teeth?
But
Can you tell him your depends story?
well, wait. I want to ask. I have a question. Okay. But you would think that the plastic would be more chafing than cloth.
Right, but what I haven't told you about is I have severe psoriasis.
Severe?
Well, it is on the rear, yeah.
Kenny, are we ready? We ready? We're going to do it. Okay. Anyway, this is a commercial. One of my favorite sponsors here is Raycon. And I love Raycon, all their products, their earbuds, all their... You know why? I'll tell you why. Because I think that people think when they pay more for something, they're getting more. And no, Kenny, off the sound. Anyway, I'm going to pay more and get somebody not Kenny to do this. Okay, Kenny. Anyway, Raycons have the same, if not better quality than any of the brand names. They're a great company. You're going to get great sound quality. It's like people pay huge amounts of money for things that aren't better. Like people are paying $5 for a coffee. That's really a quarter. It's probably worth a quarter. Probably costs them even less than a quarter. Or they pay for a headset that is got a big brand name. And I'm telling you, if you listen to Raycon, you listen to that brand name, I defy you to even be able to tell the difference. The crystal clear quality. See what I did there, Ken? Crystal clear quality and noise isolation, and they're just, everything is great about them. And what's even better is the price. And how can I get a good price and good products and good earbuds from Raycon? Easy. Go to buyraycon.com/HowieDoesStuff today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/HowieDoesStuff to score 15% off. buyraycon.com/HowieDoesStuff. What is that? Kenny, just go back. No, go back to the show. Go back to the podcast.
I guess that's the
you
French
do have
way.
psoriasis?
Yeah.
Okay,
big,
I'm not going to make fun of that.
No, you can. I make fun. You know what's charming about it, though?
What?
We're Canadian,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we are.
We grew up, one thing, we don't like the snow, but on Christmas Day, and I know we're Jewish, but even on Christmas Day, we liked it when it snowed, right?
Right.
Can I say that? As 2-3 Jews in a blanket or whatever we are?
Well, this is the forum for that.
Right. And so I came to LA, and I live on a street populated with kids. Are there kids on your street? I'm sure.
I had kids in my house.
Right. So kids come over for the holidays.
They live there.
Oh, your kids.
Right.
But do your neighbors have children, or is it a children-free area?
No, there was. I had neighbors that had children.
So I got kids on my street, and I look at these bugle-eyed freaks, and I go, they don't know what snow is in winter. They don't know the joy of snow drifting down on Christmas Eve.
They don't.
And so what I do every year, and this is kind of, I fund it, I pay for it. I have all the neighbors bring their kids over, and I stand in the middle of the living room, and the kids sit around me, and we sing Christmas carols. And as they're singing, I scratch my head and my shoulders, and my psoriasis flakes come down like snow. And the kids sit down underneath me, and they're like, I don't know, they're catching flakes on their tongue. We have Christmas songs going, and they, well, well, maybe this
Isn't the form
one for me.
Yeah.
I bust in here trying to spread a little Christmas joy.
Right.
And,
Well, as Jews, we probably just don't get it.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
We just don't get it. But that is, and are you known as Sir Riasis on the block? Let's go over to Sir Riasis' house for Christmas.
I like that. Yeah. I like that now.
With the flakes. And every psoriasis flake is like its own original shape.
No two psoriasis flakes are the same.
They really are.
You never did that for us.
I don't have psoriasis. I wish I did.
You will.
Thank you. After today's
broadcast? No, I just look at you and I can tell by your, how old are you now? It doesn't matter.
67.
I can see it coming.
You think I'm going to flake soon?
If you do, come over, because my Christmas wish list is that one day there'll be enough flakes on the ground that those little freaks can make snow psoriasis angels on the living room floor. Right now, I can't produce quite enough for a psoriasis angel, but if I could get one more scaler, I call them.
And the parents on the street aren't concerned that the one single guy on the cul-de-sac is inviting their children over to make angels in his skin.
No, because they knew that the gig was up. I went out one day, early when I moved in, and do you ever collect your pubic hairs? Do you ever, like...
Well, I don't collect them, but they seem to be collected.
Right.
They seem to be growing in one area. I didn't bring them together.
Right. So to put my neighbors on alert that fun guy's in town, I spent about 7 months collecting the loose pubes.
Okay.
And I went out one night in the middle of the night. Everyone was asleep.
All right.
And I glued my pubes all around the cul-de-sac, and when everyone woke up, I said, now we live on a hairy cul-de-sac, you idiots. And so now I'm fun guy, neighborhood fun guy. Well, wow.
What are you doing, Jackie?
God.
What?
This is for the kids.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just listening. I'm enjoying the stories.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be co-hosting.
I don't even know what to say.
Well,
I don't know.
Have you ever been on a cul-de-sac?
I have, but
have you
not
ever
with hair.
driven down a hairy cul-de-sac?
Oh, like a hairy sack?
Right.
Well, I used to, when I was a kid, I talk about this in my act. When I was a kid, I used to take the little Monopoly houses and glue them to my testicles, all around my testicles, and then I would have a cul-de-sac.
The red and green ones. The
No.
hotels were red.
Yeah, but I didn't have hotels on my cul-de-sac. I wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, you don't?
He always takes it one step too far. I would not put a hotel.
On your balls?
No.
Just the houses.
Yeah.
Great. Now that's a hairy cul-de-sac right there.
No, that wasn't that hairy. This was when I was younger. This is before pre-puberty. I was a young boy with plastic Monopoly houses just adhered to my testicular area. So it was clean. It was like finely mowed lawns. It was like it was the only neighbor. I didn't have a lot of friends.
You know what's great about that? The crabs had a place to live. Like they each had their own little house instead of just roaming around on your big, veiny, puffed up gorgonzola bag or whatever you called it.
He always sees the bright side.
True. True dat.
Go ahead, Jackie. Speak up. Co-host.
Still at a loss of words.
Feel
I'll
free
think
in
of
the
something.
comment section to add to this.
How many houses could you fit on your cul-de-sac?
That's an inappropriate question.
Okay, I don't
for
know.
a daughter to ask a father.
That's the only thing I thought of. I want to hear your Depend story.
Oh yeah, come on, guy.
I gotta show you this. So
I thought you were going to say something else.
no, this is a real true story.
Okay.
So I thought I'm very entrepreneurial, with my
you
career.
are.
With my career.
Huge.
Thank you.
One of the top entrepreneurials I've ever met.
So I called my agent and I said, I would like to be the spokesman for Depends.
Wouldn't you want to work for a bicycle company if you were going to be a spokesman?
I get it.
Don't you like, instead of getting a laugh or a reaction, just one voice in the room going, I get it.
And that voice interrupting the deathly silence.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can you imagine working a club where everybody just sits there and goes, I get it. I get it.
Do you remember Howard Lapidus?
Of course I do.
Do you remember what he used to do?
No.
So Howard Lapidus, and then
Howard Lapidus is a manager to the comedians used to move out from Canada and then sign with Howard Lapidus.
That's how I got here.
With Howard?
He was my first manager.
Oh wow!
So he was American.
He's
guy.
no longer with us.
He passed away.
Yeah.
And then we'll get right back to your diaper story. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're the guest. I'm interrupting you. I want to hear about your dead manager.
Okay. Well, here we go, guy.
Okay. All right, guest. Go ahead.
Howard was this guy who had a big wooden desk in his office, and he wore one of those earpieces, the ones that the girls wear at Wendy's drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
And he would sit there, and you'd go in and sit across from him, and he managed comedians.
Right.
And you'd tell him a bit or a story as you would to your manager. And instead of laughing, let's say the punchline was like, I'll give you let's say, he shut the door on the puppy. You say that instead of laughing, this is what he did. Say the punchline. You're me telling
That's
I'm
the punchline?
Howard. Yeah, say
he shut the door on the puppies.
I'm on the floor. Why are you staring at me? That's what he said.
No, I know. What I'm doing is I'm enjoying the silence. I was holding for a laugh.
Okay.
I was waiting for her
to do her job.
What do you think?
It's great.
Maybe your daughter wants to try the fun.
No,
Go ahead.
Let's
try
say
it.
the punchline now is, hey, those crayfish look smelly. Go.
Hey, those crayfish look smelly.
I'm on the floor.
So that was the manager telling him that the joke was wonderful.
And he never laughed, Howie.
Never.
That was how he laughed. I'm on the floor.
Maybe he didn't actually die. Maybe he's reacting to one of your punchlines for the last decade.
Maybe. Sorry, that took a while.
Okay.
Sometimes my
You know how they
thoughts-
say silence is golden? You know how they say that?
Well, they also say silence are farts. You ever popped a silent fart in a movie theater?
They say that silent farts are deadly. I don't know. Do you know that anybody has ever passed
Yeah.
From a silent fart?
Silent but deadly.
I was at, do you know that movie JFK that Oliver Stone did?
Yeah.
I did a silent popcorn fart in row G, which is second row from the back, and blew the back of a guy's cranium off in row 4. And it looked a lot like the JFK shot from the Schroeder tape, the video of the Schroeder.
So how do you know that it would? Let me ask you this: how do you know it's your fart alone that blew the back of the cranium? That like there might have been a second fart in the room. I mean, it's just a theory.
That's
or he
true.
could have had underlying health issues.
Well, I think we want to stick with the fart narrative.
Okay.
Or was that a joke?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now.
Because if it was a joke, I'm on the floor.
All right.
But I don't think it was a joke, and I also don't think
What?
this is the forum for what you said.
Yeah, really not.
Do you want me to go?
No.
Have you seen the Schroeder tape? The JFK or KFC Schroeder tape or whatever it is?
I have not.
Wow. You've seen it, eh, Howie?
You know what it's about?
No.
Oh, JFK was a president of the United States.
I knew that.
And he was in a motorcade in Dallas in 1962.
Yeah.
And he got shot and killed.
I know that.
And so as he calls it, the Schroeder tape is a bystander took some film. And that's what they study to see.
I do know that. I just don't know what Schroeder is.
Well, guess where he was standing, Howie. Tell your daughter where Schroeder was standing when he filmed KFC getting shot.
The grassy knoll.
Pervert.
All right. It all comes
Sick.
back.
It all comes back.
It all comes back.
Yeah.
Full circle.
My Depends story.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
So I thought, this is not a joke, I thought that it would be interesting, maybe lucrative, maybe entertaining and funny if I became the spokesperson for Depends.
Don't see why not.
I called my agent.
There's shittier jobs.
So I...
What? Is that a phlegm point? I can do that too. Watch this.
wow, that's a 5-fingered phlegm point.
Well, you ever see Kill Bill?
That's better than
Yeah.
I'm on the floor.
Remember?
No.
You gave me a, and I give you a. Anyway, so you're the spokesman for
No,
Kimby's.
so I called my agent. I'll mention him, Strand Conover, my
On the
agent.
floor.
And I said, Strand, I think it'd be funny because, listen, I'm a well-known germaphobe. So wouldn't it be interesting to kind of destigmatize adult diapers by having a funny spokesperson that says, like, if I go to Coachella, I will not miss a moment of any performance. I could stay through every performance without leaving the location for any reason. Or even past the porta potties and I go, or I never have to go into one of these things, or it would be a funny shot of me on a flight sitting against a window with some goofball sleeping right beside me. I'd never have to step over this guy in 5 hours. I could stay here for the entire flight. I think that's a funny, kind of loud, shareable, maybe even a viral campaign.
I love it. You could go, I want to go to Coachella, not Cosmella. Type of deal.
Yeah, could be like that. So anyway,
Could have been. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
So
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
this is like last week. So he wrote me back. He said they passed. Not only did they pass on that campaign, they passed on me pitching. I said, I just want to pitch them. Let me pitch them. And he said they passed. And he not only did he tell me they passed, but he sent me the letter that they had sent him with the pass. I'm looking for it right now as we speak. Do you have anything to fill this time as I look for the
All
letter?
you had to do is type in a word at the top,
No, I'm
and
talking.
then it searches.
I know you're telling me how to do it.
Well, I was going to chime in, but I like watching you scroll.
Do you want me to help you, Dad?
Or do you want me to help you, Dad?
Won't you just? Can't you just? Oh, I know it's not.
But no, I want to say, because when I first came in here, I think you have advanced arthritis. I noticed your fingers are quite curled, like a velociraptor or a old lady who picks onions. And I thought, this kid can't scroll. And I'm over here watching you scroll like a teenager ready to pull his braces off and suck a pomegranate to a garden hose. I mean, look at this guy go.
Can I tell you
I have it. No, I have it.
What a scroller.
Anyway, I got it. So, my Strand sends me this letter from the lovely people at
Kimby's?
Well, depends, but I think the company is I don't know who.
Because Kimby's was a big diaper company too.
I don't know that name.
Kimby's diapers. But
You know Kimby's? You have babies. Kimby's.
No, it was
You don't
probably
know?
before my time.
Is it Canadian? Or is it forest ranger diapers? Like if you're ever out in the forest, well, you can.
If you're a forest ranger, you don't want to drop a log. You wear Kimbies.
If you shit in the woods and there's no one around,
right? There will be soon because it smells like freshly picked raspberries, and who doesn't love that? Right? When you're in the woods,
right?
Your poop?
You're gonna eat what? Wild berries. You're not in your drive-through. You're in the woods. You're gonna eat wild raspberries, blueberries. You drop a double Dutch Thunderhammer right in the middle of the bulrushes, and everyone just goes, "Who made the freshly baked pie?" They're running through the woods like, elves running through mushroom territory down there at Johnny Chucklenut's twat farm.
Yeah.
They just put up a Kimby's baby-shaped vintage disposable diapers
Bingo.
from the 1970s.
Bingo, guy.
Other diapers are not baby-shaped? Like, why is that their thing? What is a baby-shaped diaper? How the diaper that's shaped better absorbs better. Kimby's. Are other diapers not shaped like babies?
Maybe not before the 1970s.
Well, the difference with Kimby's is most diapers you just put it around the pelvis, and with a Kimby you shove the whole baby right into it, like almost like a carrying pouch. And then,
like a lettuce wrap.
Bingo, guy. I'll see you at P.F. Chang's at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Wait, does your poop smell like berries when you're in the forest?
Well, you've gone camping, I'm sure.
Yes.
So have you ever been in the woods grazing like a elk, chomping on berries, and then the next day you drop a fruit log?
No.
You will.
Okay. Next time I go camping.
Next time, here's what I'm going to say, and then we'll get out of this.
Okay.
Next time you're in the woods camping, you eat a bunch of blueberries, a bunch of raspberries. The next day you drop, Pepperidge Farm Thunderloaf or whatever you call it. Get on your knees, sniff it deep, and you're going to get almost like a potpourri kind of Mary Calendar's treat. And that's what's going to bring people to the party.
You should be an advertising person because the way you're able
I've heard that.
The way you are able to integrate brands even into the most ridiculous shit stories. That's seamless.
Well, I call it pop and drop. I like to ride hard. I like to ride ripe. And sometimes I'll hang out outside of Sean Penn's house and party. And that's welcome to Power Suck Town.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Anyway, my Depend story. So I got the letter back. This is the letter that he sent me. This is last week. Okay?
Letterman sent you a letter?
No, Strand. My
I thought you said Letterman.
No, he wrote a letter.
Oh, letter back.
Letter back. I got.
Which is also a turtle. I think it's the biggest species of sea turtle. But I want to hear your story.
Is that true, Alex? Alex knows animals.
Leatherback, but yeah.
Is the largest species of sea turtle. But I want to hear your story, but you keep throwing these nuggets at me and diverting me. And
tortoise?
No.
Turtle.
Galapagos tortoise is the oldest species of turtle, but the leatherback, I believe, is to be the largest.
Alex?
I think the leatherback is the largest.
Is the Galapagos the oldest?
That I don't know.
And what's interesting,
an animal fact?
The Galapagos, my friends, is a tortoise, whereas the leatherback is a turtle. The leatherback is a sea turtle. The Galapagos is on dry land. So ne'er they ever meet. And if they do meet, there's going to be roast beef all over the place, guy.
Your mother just texted.
Mine?
Yeah, look what it says.
How did the podcast go?
I'll call her and tell her.
Wait, what are you going to say?
I don't know. She
You wanna
knows you.
plug
She
in?
loves you. She loves you.
plug in?
Yeah, I'm going to plug in. Here we go.
Your wife's been very
You can't
kind to
pull
me
it.
over the years.
Do you remember meeting her?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Terry.
Hi. Yeah.
You just texted me. What did you text me?
What?
You just sent me a text. What did it say?
It said, how did the podcast go?
We're still in it. You're on it. And you're...
Oh, I'm on it?
Yes.
Then say hello to your guest.
Harlan?
Yes?
Hello from Terry Mandel. Harland Williams? Hello. She's a big fan.
Terry.
Yes, I'm a very big fan. Very funny guy.
Hey, Terry.
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Lettuce.
Let us who?
Let us in. It's cold outside. I'm on the floor.
Okay. Enjoy the podcast.
He still got it. The guy still got it.
You still got it.
After all these years, he's still got it.
Whoa, she power slammed up.
She hung up.
That was a power hang up.
It was.
Wow.
Anyway.
All right.
Oh.
So what did Strand say?
Yeah, we
Strand.
still haven't heard your
Strand?
diaper story, guy.
Well, this is the letter he sent me last week.
Okay.
From them. Okay. It says, appreciate the outreach, but this is not something we'll be pursuing at this time. We'll keep Howie in mind as we continue to evaluate spokesperson opportunities for future. Glad that he's a user of our brand and is interested in helping fight the stigma around these products. Wow. That's what they wrote me. And I went,
Yeah.
And who is that CC'd to?
everybody. CC internally to that, whatever that company is. I don't want to.
And
They're
your
not paying
management
me.
and your agent.
Everybody.
And everyone.
Everybody. So I go, wait. I said I had a
Wow.
funny idea. I wanted to pitch them. Mm-hmm. So what did you say that makes them so happy I'm a user? I said, please send me the letter you sent them.
Oh, this is turning into a diaper war, guy.
Really is.
That's one of the most eloquent, and I don't throw that word around loosely. I mean, even when I'm up at DeVry at my night classes, I don't toss eloquently around. But that's one of the most eloquent rejection letters I think I've ever heard, and I would dare say Willie Shakespeare himself couldn't craft or draft a rejection letter quite so eloquent as that one.
Okay, but listen to this.
Well, I was
you
talking.
want
Well, wow. Okay. Diaper on, guy. Diaper on, Power Ranger crack.
I don't want to interrupt. He wrote, hi, Adam and Aaron, who I guess are the names of the people that are responsible
Yeah.
for this particular campaign.
Yep.
I'm an agent for TV personality Howie Mandel. Howie has a commercial concept he wants to pitch to Depends. Perfect, right?
Perfect.
That's exactly what happened. He reiterated what was going on. But he continued. Howie is such a germaphobe, he prefers to wear diapers than to visit public restrooms.
Is that true?
No. Howie never wants to miss a moment of action, so he wears diapers just in case he has to go, but doesn't want to leave. I want to pitch this. I wanted to pitch that as an idea, not as my real fucking life.
Yeah.
He keeps writing. He actually wears your product and is totally willing to talk about it in a destigmatizing manner. Please let us know if you'd be interested in discussing Howie for Depends spokesperson candidacy. Thank you, Strand.
Is there no other product out there that kind of drew your attention? Was that all diaper at the top of your chart there?
Can I tell you it is because he's now pitched this 3 times.
Really? Really, Jackie?
Every single year you go back to them and you pitch this idea.
I thought it was funny, and now I've been dashed. But not only did
You're
they
no
turn
Lisa
me down.
Rinna.
Yeah, I'm no Lisa Rinna.
You're no Lisa Rinna.
Lisa Rinna, was the spokesperson for Depends. Remember,
Wasn't she the one that came out about Scientology?
No.
No, that's the
Lisa
girl.
Rimini. Rimini?
Well,
Yeah,
what's a few words?
but it's not Lisa.
Oh, it's
I think it is.
What's Remini's first name?
Leah.
Leah.
Well,
Leah Remini.
Close.
Is not to be confused. One of
With
them is
Lisa Rinna.
Scientology. One of them pisses herself. I don't know which one is which.
One of the things they teach us up at DeVry is don't mince. If it's just a few letters, let it ride. So, did you unplug?
I don't know. I can't hear anything.
But now
Yeah.
everyone at
you
that
hear me?
company, I can hear you. Well, not when you're not talking into the mic.
Okay, I'm
But-
plugging back in. Okay, there we go.
But now everyone at that company and everyone at your agent's office thinks that you use him. Right?
Yeah, like why? If you got
Yeah.
that proposal, if you got that letter from TV personality Howie Mandel, wouldn't you just keep that letter and show it over the weekend to everybody? You know, Howie is a diaper wearing, is a.
Well, you're
diaper-
definitely not erasing the destigmatizing
power
it right
sucking.
now.
There's a lot of power sucking.
I
going.
think what people want to know, and this is tough stuff to talk about, Guy. Have you ever crab caked in your pants? For real? And it's tough.
Probably.
There's got to be one story.
What's
where
a
you- as
crab cake?
You
Like
know,
poop?
No, there's
yeah.
Oh.
What's a crab cake?
Jeez.
We'll be answering so many questions. We'll tell you what the crab cake is after this. Have you ever pooped yourself?
Well, wait, you can't double twist it around on me. Yeah, I think you're the diaper fanatic, so we want to know: have you ever, as an adult,
not as an adult.
had
I don't
a
think I don't think
Thunder
I have.
Blaster?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think I-
have. So there's wiggle room.
It's hard to wiggle once you do it
There we go.
because then it drops down your leg.
Whoa.
I don't think I shit myself.
I don't think you would. You know, even if he steps in like dog poop or something accidentally, he won't, like, he's done with those shoes.
You know what's great about stepping in dog poo?
What?
If it's,
Wait. What is great? Like what would be happening when you step in dog poo?
was gonna
I can't
tell us.
I know, but I'm creating a little bit of what is it called?
Build up?
sure, I'm on
Anticipation.
board. Let me throw 2 words at you.
Go ahead.
Clokey Productions.
What's Clokey production?
That's where he's a little green bag clay,
Bingo,
pokey,
guy.
and I know what you're talking
Bingo.
about. I'm with you. I follow you.
So what's the...
Gumby and Pokey were a Clokey production. You know Gumby?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I do.
Yeah. So do you know what's great about stepping in
here we go.
a piece of dog shit? Was the question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The clue is Clokey Productions, the people that made Gumby.
Right.
Now bring it all home, buddy.
So, you ever wear a pair of shoes with no treads on them, like a wooden Dutch clog or an old worn-out Nike?
Okay. Yes.
You step on a big giant Rottweiler loaf, and you're sliding down the street on one leg, just like Gumby slid around through the walls and through books. Bingo, Guy.
Jeremy, you got to cut that in here right now. Gumby sliding around.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, you're absolutely right. I didn't even think of that.
See?
It's like you're figure skating.
If you want to do some twirls and some figure eights, a backwards camel twist or a Zopwith, let it rip.
See, it's
Led
not so
Zeppelin.
bad.
What?
Stepping in poop.
The only time you get into real problems is if you're wearing a shoe. Like, you ever see a shoe that has a sole and then a heel, and in between there's that little wedge?
The arch.
Well, if I could say my own words,
Okay.
there's a little space, and you step in a log. Let's say it's you're in Switzerland, and you step in a Saint Bernard, kibbles and bits Thunderhammer, and you step in that squishes down. That loaf goes right up into the arch, is how he puts it, and fills it in. And now you've got a solid shoe, and you've been de-arched.
I've never heard so many different words for poop. There's a lot of different words.
You mind if I call this episode Harland Williams Comes In and Talks Shit?
Let's keep going before we commit to that, because I think there's going to be other topics you might want to put over that on the top of your list.
Well, obviously you have something in mind. Go ahead.
You'll see.
All right. I'll just wait here.
I'm impressed you knew about Clokey Productions. Though.
Why?
I mean, that's a real... I threw a real zing
Obscure?
nutter out there for you.
You thought it was obscure?
Yep.
I never
Yeah.
missed an episode. What's your favorite episode of Gumby and Pokey?
Oh, my God. It's the one where he goes to the Vietnamese whorehouse and gets herpes all over his body.
Yeah,
and
people don't talk
and
about that.
Pokey thinks he's a raspberry nut cluster and eats him while he sleeps. Unbelievable.
What is going on?
What's your favorite episode, guy?
Same.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What do you, first of all, what are you doing? What have you been doing? I know you. I love your podcast.
You do?
Harland's Highway. Yeah.
The Harland Highway?
The Harland Highway. Yeah. Are you like doing podcasting?
I love it. I hope you come on it one day.
I would love to.
No pressure, but I'm throwing it out there.
Where do you do it? Is it near
in
here?
my house? You'd love my house.
Really? You do it in your house?
I do it in my house. Here's the deal. I had a guest bedroom, okay? Mm-hmm. I've been in the same house for 27 years.
Okay.
All my family's in Canada,
Right.
so I rarely had people stay in my guest bedroom. For 27 years, there's been this big bed in there. Hardly anyone slept in it. But hear me, Ryan Gosling has slept in that bed. Why? Because Ryan Gosling, before he sugar popped, he used to house sit my dog when I'd go out of town. So the Gos slept in the guest room bed in my house. Now I have 4 sisters, Canadians. They all drool for the Gos. They would come down and say, we want to sleep in the bed where the Gos slept. And who knows what they do in those sheets? Roll around, double Dutch, twist back, Lululemon.
Your sisters?
You know what I'm saying.
I do.
So Papa Smurf guts the guest bedroom to build the Harland Highway podcast studio, gets rid of the gauze mattress. The 4 sisters are mortified because now they can't come down and share the sheets that the gauze's DNA swarms around in, like a bad rejected episode of CSI that slid all the way into Satan's underpants in the middle of the night. Cowboy Curtis.
Why didn't you give them the mattress?
Because I'm straight. It was one of those space foam mattresses.
Space foam?
You know, and you know,
Memory
you'll like
foam.
this. This is all because people don't know this. Where's the gauze from, Howie?
Vancouver, right?
And that makes him
Canadian?
right.
But you're not from Vancouver,
I'm from Toronto.
Right.
But check it out.
which is, for those that don't know, is 3,000 miles from where Gauze is from. So apparently this coincidence is going to
Right. Hold on.
intersect at some point.
Have you heard of the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard of Fort McMurray?
Which is a part of Canada, which is way up north.
Bingo. So you got Toronto, you got the Gauze over in Vancouver.
3,000 miles away.
You go up to Fort McMurray. What do you got, broccoli teeth?
Triangle.
Guess who's from Fort McMurray?
I don't know.
Ew.
Natasha Henstridge. And she's from,
Canada?
boom, guess who told me to buy the memory foam space mattress?
Natasha Henstridge was in that, what's that movie where she turned into,
Species.
yeah, she turned into a monster, Species.
So now we got the
Can you
Gauze.
throw up a picture of Natasha how do you say her last name? There she is.
Your son eats photographs?
Oh, throw up. There she is. And she was in Species. What is she doing now?
That's probably a bit nosy, guy.
Sorry. So anyway, you're in this Canadian Bermuda Triangle.
So she told me to buy the space memory foam mattress. The Gauze sleeps in it. I'm here. 3 Canadians. Bring them together. What do you got?
Canadian
Some stained
triangle.
sheets.
Well, stained space foam. And it remembers. So if you power plow a space mattress, I mean, we all humped when we were kids on regular mattress, but if you hump a space mattress, it has memory foam. It remembers.
It's like an elephant.
Right.
But
So if you try to do
isn't
it,
foam a good, they used to use foam as a birth control. Didn't some women use foam?
That's a different
Did you ever
kind
hear of
foam.
that?
That's a different kind of foam.
oh, that's a spermicide.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not memory
It's
foam?
like shaving cream. You spray it in the Grand Canyon and it foams up and all the little white pollywogs die.
What is that? What is she zooming in on?
Oh my God.
That's the sponge, the birth control sponge.
That's not the same thing.
That's SpongeBob's brother that they never put on the air.
SpongeBob. Oh, there we go. Power sucking. What do you put? Foam. I'm looking for foam. Why don't you do foam?
Memory foam.
It's like spermicide, right? Is that
Is
what
it?
it is?
Does it still exist? What is that? Pack of 3 sale. T hormone free vaginal birth
No,
control
that's sponges too.
Sponge tree. Sponge by Tree of Life. Why would the
Is that in Hebrew?
Oh my God.
Why would the sponge that is for birth control be called the Tree of Life?
Yeah. Maybe its bark is worse than
Using
its...
foams and jellies.
I've never heard of that. Jelly?
Yeah.
You put foam on there, and then it's like peanut butter and jelly. It's
Yikes.
peanut butter and jelly,
Whoa.
right? She can't find it. That's Jen that's looking for things. Cautions and things to consider. Foams, jellies, and the sponge doesn't protect against STDs. Well, we were not looking for STD. Are you still friends with the Goss?
Before I do that, can I just say, thank God they got rid of the foams.
Why?
Well, it's not the most erotic thing. You know, when you want to think of birth control, a condom, you put it on and you go to town, right? Mm-hmm. The birth control pill, you don't even see it. An IUD, it's hidden up there like, Barry Manilow's underwear at a car museum.
Right.
But when you got a woman putting foam down there just before lovemaking.
Isn't it after or it's
well,
before?
you do it before because you want to kill the little albino pollywogs. Have you ever seen the movie Cujo?
Yeah, the dog, the mad dog with the foaming mouth.
Bingo. So you never want to stick your, into the mouth of a foaming Saint Bernard. Not erotic, not sexual.
You're right. And how is the foam applied? It's not like a fire extinguisher.
I haven't heard of anyone. I think that's an old timey
Oh, look,
thing.
look.
Oh,
there it is.
Go. There we go.
Isn't it an old timey thing? Right? Like,
Well,
The Harlan's old timey.
well, the girl, the woman that I did that, I'll give you that. She was 89. I like older women.
You had an 89-year-old woman with foam in her crotch.
Well, I called her Cujo twat.
Cujo twat. 89-year-old Cujo twat
Yeah.
is using birth control at 89.
And dude, if this isn't the kicker of all kickers, she had a tramp stamp. When I flipped her over, she had a tramp stamp of Willie Nelson eating a slice of key lime pie. Unbelievable. And that was the tramp stamp on the front. Now, some people, when you're old, you get she had one on her abdomen. It was a porta potty from the Lilith Fair Music Festival with the door open.
Aren't you concerned that this is a podcast and she's going to hear this and then cause you some trouble?
Unless she's got a Sony Walkman plugged into her gravesite up at Forest Lawn, she can go suck a rhubarb pie all the way to next Saturday.
Oh, God. So do you still know Ryan?
I've seen him here and there, but he blew up. He blew up big.
But that doesn't
So he
mean he
left you
shouldn't
in
be
the
your
dust?
friend. Or was he just a like for hire? He was a dog watcher? Was he a friend?
He was a friend. He was a friend.
Was you're using?
Well, he's not. It's not like he's not a friend, but it's like sometimes you have buddies and friends and accomplices that, when they start to, they sort of change their
Is his
circle
phone number
of friends.
in your phone?
No,
You're
no,
lying.
it's not.
You're lying.
It's not. It's not. The gauze is not in my phone.
He never called you or contacted you when he started acting and getting.
No, he was acting already, but he hadn't like blown up huge. So he was still sort of the struggling actor guy, and
he was looking up to you. He
He'd
goes,
stay
"Oh my
up
God,
at my house.
I'm staying at the guy from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
Something about Mary. I'm staying in his house."
that's right. And he was.
You were really funny in those movies. You were good.
Thank
as
you.
the cop. I love that.
Thank you.
You got that? Did Jim Carrey give you that? Did you know? You knew Jim, right, from the club?
Jim, yeah, I knew Jim from when I moved down here. And then I got the
Wait,
part.
you didn't know Jim before?
I didn't know Jim or you. You guys left before I ever went on stage. And to be honest, I'm going to say you and Jim were inspirations to me because you were ahead of me. You guys left before I ever went on stage in Toronto, and I've always had a sad spot inside because I was like, I would have liked to have done shows with you guys, but also just a super proud spot in my heart that you two kind of went down, and I knew it wasn't easy. Right. And you were young, and you guys went down, and you did it, and you captured it, and so you gave me hope and inspiration. You and Jim,
yeah,
and
we were always there, a
proud.
helping hand. Like, and then Harland came down, and we heard of Harland. I saw you at the club. You were the funniest guy, and Jim Carrey. I would imagine his first movie gave you the part in Dumb and Dumber, right? He suggested you to the.
He told the guys they have to see me, yeah.
And you got the part in Dumb and Dumber, and then this is how Canadians are. And then probably 30, 35 years later, I, having seen him and been a big fan, asked him to be on my podcast.
Yeah.
So we both. That's how we are.
Yeah.
We are
Right?
always
Very
there.
giving.
And
Right?
then I, in turn, I'm going to let you go and do a podcast in the room where the gauze slept.
It's amazing.
Here we go.
Is he going to have to walk through the
Memory.
psoriasis to get there?
Not depends what time of year you come. If you come during the holidays,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not just Christmas; it's other holidays too.
no, just Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but if any other time of year you don't have to partake in the Soraya Fest.
Okay.
Are dinosaurs coming?
No, that was the
That
end.
was the end.
That was the
That was
end of
the
the
end.
end of the podcast.
Oh, I thought that sounded like dinosaurs are coming music.
No, it's.
Oh, so it's just the end of the podcast. No dinosaurs.
Is there anything you want to plug? Was there stuff you wanted to plug?
If we have time before the
No.
dinosaur.
No, we have no time. If you wanted to plug, you should have done it during
Oh,
the podcast.
darn it. So I can't plug my podcast, The Harland Highway,
No, you can't plug anything because we do the plugging during the
before
podcast.
the dinosaurs.
This is after the
Not
podcast.
dinosaurs. What about just a Stegosaurus? Or an Allosaurus? Or a Diplodon? Or a Psoriasison? Or my wife?
Goodbye.
I like that ending.
me too.
Thank you. What a treat. Your diaper story.